Hi, I'm Shannon, and just like you, I am a busy mom. I live in a busy household with two kids and a partner, all of whom I'm trying to maintain, a connected relationship. I also work 5 days a week and in a school with even more busy children and teachers and all of the emotions that are going on around me. And it takes conscious effort for me every day to stay calm and grounded as I move from role to role, from classroom to motherhood to, you know, being in a relationship and all of the transitions in between. And I used to find my days really exhausting because I was bringing everyone's problems home with me and also bringing my stuff from home to work. So I was always just kind of going through everybody's drama and not really giving myself a chance to address my own emotions and how I was feeling in the moment. So the problem with that is if you're continually moving through your day, allowing everyone else to kind of set the stage for how you feel, you're going to experience a lack of control. You're going to just constantly um, get shifted into someone else's energy. If someone's having a bad day, you're going to be right along there with them. If they're kind of hyperactive, you're going to rise up to that. And it can feel like a bit of a pinball bouncing back and forth. So this also can cause some compassion fatigue because you're always carrying everyone else's problems. Like, oh, you're sad. Oh, you're stressed. Oh, you're worried. And after a while, that's a lot to take. And we moms, we do carry everyone else's emotions for them. And that will end up creating, you may notice, a desire to just tune out, or you end up overreacting when someone brings their issues to you as you kind of get swept along with the drama. So burnout like this can lead to emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. If that sounds familiar as a mom, I'm right there with you. And this brings a lack of motivation, right? Like getting up in the morning and thinking, what am I going to be dealing with today? It can lead to unhealthy habits and just a lack of enjoyment in your day-to-day life. So I am a tapper. If you're new to me, I teach emotional freedom technique or tapping. EFT tapping. And what tapping helps to do is it gives you an opportunity to process your feelings so that you do allow them to move through your body instead of ignoring them. When you ignore them, they're not going away, they're just kind of getting packed in. So, tapping can help you process what you're feeling and then set intentions for how you want to move through your day. As moms, we don't get to control everything that happens, no matter how much we plan, but we do get to choose how we interact with how whatever happens throughout the day. So this helps you develop the understanding that a thought can become a belief, a limiting belief, until you learn to question it. If you start your day thinking, I'm overwhelmed and stressed out, that becomes a belief that my life is stressful and I am overwhelmed, and it becomes like a personality. So, what I want you to say to yourself right now is this limiting belief: I am always so overwhelmed by everyone else's stuff. So, ask yourself how it feels to hear this limiting belief when you say it out loud. I am so overwhelmed. by everyone else's stuff. And give that a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, if like how much it feels true in your body. A 10 being like, yes, that is absolute truth. I am always overwhelmed by everyone else around me. And a 0 or a 1 being like, no, I'm just letting everyone else do their thing. And just notice and give it a rating. And then as you're saying that thought out loud, I am always overwhelmed by everyone else's stuff. Also notice if that hits anywhere in your body, if that emotion and that belief sit somewhere in your body. That is where we hold our emotions, is in our bodies. So it may be in your stomach or in your chest, like tension, or shoulders, your neck, your head, anywhere. So just having that awareness. And what we're going to do is a round of tapping to help process that feeling. So if you're new to tapping, just follow along. You do literally echo what I say. And again, this is connecting your body and your mind back together. So we'll start on the side of the hand. Taking a couple breaths. And repeat after me. Even though I have this feeling, when I focus on this limiting belief, I still deeply love and accept myself. Even though this limiting belief brings feelings of overwhelm, I still choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have this feeling, I accept that I have this feeling, and I'm choosing to love all parts of me. Okay, we'll move to the top of the head. This limiting belief feels really strong. Eyebrow point. There's so much emotional intensity. Side of the eye. I feel it in my body. Under the eyes. I don't like looking at this belief. Under the nose. I feel uncomfortable. Under the mouth. So many people to take care of. Collarbone point. I have too much on my plate. Under the arms. This feeling of overwhelm. Wrists together. I don't like to look at it. Top of the head. When I say this belief out loud, eyebrow point, I worry that the overwhelm will get stronger. Side of the eye. I don't want to admit how I feel. Under the eyes. I don't want anyone to know. Under the nose. All of this overwhelm. Under the mouth. What if I can't manage it? Collarbone point. It's really stressful. Under the arms. I don't like feeling this way. Wrist point. This worry and overwhelm aren't helping me. Top of the head. Maybe I can let myself relax now. Eyebrow point. I can trust this process. Side of the eye, even though there is a lot to do. Under the eyes, I can still let myself relax. under the nose. I can do things one step at a time. Under the mouth. I'm not responsible for everything. Collarbone point. I'm letting myself relax now. Under the arms, I am safe to relax. Wrists together. I'm allowing my body and mind to feel relaxed now. Okay, and just noticing as you take a breath there, how does that feel now? When you think of that intensity that you felt at the beginning, when we first read out that sentence, that limiting belief of, I am always so overwhelmed by everyone else's stuff, how strong is that now? And if it hasn't gone down, that's totally okay. And actually, that happens sometimes because we're not used to voicing our feelings out loud, especially moms. We tend to like, I'll just stuff that down and deal with it later. I don't want to seem like I'm complaining. I've just got to get this done anyway. So sometimes when you start voicing it, your brain is like, yeah, we do feel that way. And the intensity will rise a little bit. And that's perfectly fine. We're practicing getting comfortable with our feelings and acknowledging that they are just feelings. They are not permanent. They will move on if we let them. So if you've dropped below like around a 5, then you're ready to move forward with new intentions and empowering beliefs. And so looking at that limiting belief that we came up with at the beginning, what would be the opposite? And what would it mean for you to let go of that limiting belief in your life? What would change for you? So the negative being, I'm always overwhelmed by everyone. The positive could be, I can help others without getting overwhelmed. And, just do the things without attaching a big level of drama to it. We're just doing this stuff, and that's okay. So what happens here, when you're tapping for these intentions, it helps to actually retrain the neural pathways in your brain. So this way, when the next challenging thing comes up, because we know another challenging situation will come up, people are always going to need you, and plans will change and situations happen, but you get to choose how you react in this situation. Instead of it being like, oh, someone needs me, I need to feel anxious and worried about this. It's like, oh, I'm here to help. So taking a moment now, and you can pause the video if you want, to think about how you want to feel during those moments when you are called on to help. Whether it's your child, whether it's a coworker, whether it's, someone in the community. How do you want to be in those moments? And I really like to use tapping as this front loading to think, who am I becoming? And how do I want to be both within my home and within the community? When I enter a room, what kind of impression do I want to set in that room? So thinking of those moments, how do you want to feel? Things like calm, confident, adaptable, prepared, without any big kerfuffle. So we're going to tap through these affirmations now, and you can do side of the hand, but we're just going to move ahead and tap in the affirmations. So starting on the top of the head, I can help people without getting overwhelmed. Eyebrow point, I am calm and confident. Side of the eye, I am prioritizing my own feelings. Under the eyes, I respect my boundaries. Under the nose, I am open-minded and adaptable. Under the mouth, I can help without getting overwhelmed. Collarbone point. I am letting go of other people's energetic connections. Under the arms, I can look for positive solutions and perspectives. Wrist point. I can help without getting overwhelmed. Top of the head. I am confident in my skills. Eyebrow point. I can celebrate my strengths. Side of the eye. Even when things don't work out the way I expected. Under the eyes, I can remain calm. Under the nose, I am understanding of myself and others. Under the mouth, it's safe to feel calm. Collarbone point, it's exciting to feel confident in myself. Under the arms, I am grateful for my abilities. And wrists together, I trust that I can help without getting overwhelmed. Okay, so hopefully you've created a new sense of intention for yourself when the next scenario comes up. And taking note, how do you feel? You may have noticed some physical shifts within your body. Some people will end up yawning or having like muscles almost like just relax as they're tapping. I have one client who actually often burps while we tap because she's just letting go of tension. So just having that awareness of, how do I feel now within my body? And so doing a tap like this at the beginning of the day or before starting work or before heading into a stressful meeting or anything like that can help build this new muscle memory within your brain and for your intentions. Like just that reminder, right? I am going to stay this way throughout the day. And also having that new awareness of if a big feeling arises in my body, that's okay. All my feelings are valid. I don't have to stuff it away. I can notice it and acknowledge it. And this will allow you to go through your day instead of at the whim of whoever walks in the door, you can create your own plan. I think of it as being the thermostat instead of the thermometer. So the thermostat's that thing on the side of the wall. When you walk into a room, the thermostat is the thing setting the temperature in the room, where the thermometer is the thing that takes the temperature and adjusts itself to move to that temperature. And your children, and the people around you will pick up on your shift of energy. If you are the one like, oh, everybody's stressed, I'm gonna move with them and be worried and stressed right along with them. Or, okay, people are stressed, but I'm going to do my own assessments and choose my perspective. And that will actually help to bring people to your level of energy instead of the other way around. So imagining in a home how you can be that thermostat for the other people around you. In a mom's life, change and unscheduled events are like, it's like a requirement. I I'm not sure I've ever gone through a day just knowing exactly how everything was going to plan out. I can set my little dream schedule, but stuff always happens, right? And that's fine. There's also, for a mom, there's always those repetitive routines, right? Of like, first we have breakfast and then we get dressed and then we go to the park and whatever may feel like, ooh, that might be the kind of thing that brings down your energy, right? All of these things, you still get to choose how you want to interact in these moments in your life. So imagine how much energy you could save for yourself if you decide to protect your energy throughout the day instead of deciding, oh, the weather's changed. I need to complain about that. It's just the weather. Or, any kind of situation that might be a surprise. Okay, it's a surprise. It doesn't mean I need to rise up and overreact. I can just deal with it. So, just something to be aware. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, but it's taken me into my late 40s to get to this point. But I do feel a big difference in the way I make it through my day at work, at a busy school, and in my household with a teenager and an energetic young elementary student. Yeah, I never get to plan everything. So being with the flow and setting my intentions has really helped me just be in the moment so much more. So I would love to hear, how did you feel as you tapped along? Comment below and let me know. And if you can like and subscribe, that's awesome. And if you're not on my email list, why? Why not? I send out emails with journal prompts like this and tapping videos and lots of tips for moms who feel overwhelmed by their feelings so that they can let go of their emotional baggage and be the moms that they want to be. So if you haven't been tapping with me before, I have a free tapping ebook, handbook that can help you get started. And that'll be in the links below as well. All right, I'm Shannon Kerr, and this is my tapping. All right, have a great day. Thank you.